Hi, everyone. Welcome to Zodiac Zone. First, happy 2025. I'm a little late, but it is a new year and we have a lot of new things going on this year. I try to, at the beginning of my show, talk about what's going on this week. What I looked for this week are two things. First, I want to talk about the moon is going into Virgo. And typically, how it works is a moon stays in a zodiac sign about 2.5 days. So, what does that mean, the moon in Virgo? Main thing with Virgo is watch your overthinking things for the next couple days. Could be some self criticism. And you really kind of think Virgo's also the sign of health and wellness. So I know a lot of people are doing, after the new year, they have their, New Year's goals, and you see a lot of new people if you're an exercise person and you're in the gym. But maybe this is really a time to really look and decide, okay, these are realistic goals. Here's what I need to focus on for myself and put together an exercise plan that really works for you and something that you're going to stick to rather than, by March, I tried that and it's not working out for me. So, and for the next couple of days, it's a really good time to be productive. I think all of us are guilty of making all of these, plans for the new year, and then we just kind of don't follow through. So this is a time to really look at all of this and say, okay, this is what I need to do. And here are some realistic goals about my health and healing. And this is what I want to do. So I think it's a really good time to do some of these things. So those are some of the things that I wanted to point out. I also wanted to talk about something that's going on this weekend. And I'm reading here, I'm looking at my daily planetary guide. By the way, I do recommend for the astrology enthusiast to get the 2025 Llewellyn's daily astrology guide. I can't speak tonight. Because it lists all the transits, it lists everything that's going on in the sky for this year. So I do recommend that. We're going to have the moon oppose Neptune on the 18th this Saturday. I feel like now might not be the time to have those emotional discussions or things that are really kind of, inside of you, because it might not be a really good time to have those deep talks. Maybe wait on that, but you could feel kind of confused, kind of like, it's not anything with the moon, and especially with Neptune, could feel a little bit challenging, and emotional. So if you're feeling that on Saturday, know that it is going on astrologically and it's not you. So wanted to get to the next part. This is 15 minutes of astrology. Wanted to do a reading. So I have Anthony. Is Anthony there?
Yep. Hello.
How are you tonight, Anthony?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I am an evolutionary vibrational astrologer. And what I like to look at is really what your soul purpose is. Why are you here? What are some of the wounds that are holding you back from really doing, living your best life? And that's not saying that you're not living your best life now, but just it could be confirming maybe something inside that is, that's what I tell my clients. I'm just confirming what you already know about yourself. So we can do a little chart reading. Put on my glasses here. Anthony. Okay. What's your birthday? Day, month, year?
Okay, the day is the 19th.
I'm sorry?
The day is the 19th
The 19th? Uh-huh.
of May.
May 19th?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
1971.
1971. Okay. Yep. Sorry about that. Just wanted to fix this. Okay, and the time?
1 minute past midnight.
All right. And where is the place?
Sydney, Australia. Place called Annandale.
Okay, let me see. Australia. How do you spell Sydney? I'm sorry.
ANNANDALE.
Okay, great, got it. Sorry. It wasn't coming up in my program. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what is referred to as the lunar nodes. And these are elliptical points in the sky. And you come in on your south node, and that's kind of the energy that it's the energy that you know. And the whole purpose is to try to get to the north node. So I would say with Leo in the south node in the sixth house, in the sixth house is Virgo. I would say you probably tend to worry a lot. You're a worrier, and you might think it's all about you. A lot of times with the south node in Leo, they kind of steer clear of group dynamics. They tend to, I want to say always self-isolate, but they can, they they can do their own thing. They're really good at, I know a lot of south nodes in Leo that can just get up there and they're the performer. They're the person that can kind of get up and, I mean, they can have little subject matter expertise on certain things and just kind of get up there and be the actor. I don't know. Does any of this kind of resonate with you? Do you find that you're that type of individual?
I tend to worry a little bit, yeah, about things that probably I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I would say because your north node is in the 12th house, it's really about letting, I'll just be very frank with you, let that shit go. Let it go.
Yep.
And it's really connecting to what makes you unique, the unique parts of you, of your personality. It's getting into, I mean, this is why you're calling tonight, right? You're probably gearing to the spiritual part of your soul and who you are and what you identify with now. What has worked for you in the past is like, okay, maybe it's time to really look into my spiritual journey. I've been hearing a lot about this, and this could be a good time with all kind of the chaos going on all over the world, and how does this all look, So I would definitely do that and investigate that even further. I would say,
Okay.
I also look at Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. There's a whole backstory in Greek mythology about Chiron. You have Chiron in your second house. Second house typically means money, self-worth. I don't know if you have self-worth issues or you're worried about money. A lot of times when people have Chiron in the second house, they're really afraid of not having money, not having afraid of being poor, something like that. I don't know if that's an issue for
They always
you.
relate to that.
Are you
Yeah,
like that?
that's where
Yeah.
it's at.
And
Yeah.
that's where some of this
Yep.
spiritual work comes in, knowing that there's more to life than what we just see and experience in this third dimensional reality. I mean, I had a very close friend of mine pass last week, and it really, you start to, she was only 53 years old, and it's like you start to look at the world from a different perspective. Those material resources, those things that we think are so important are really not important. I mean, obviously we need money to be on this planet and to exist, to go coexist, but it's really about what is our own self-worth, who are we, and I think it's really getting into the deeper input of who you are, and looking to really the spiritual side of your reality, and not getting so caught up in all the things that you can't control and being worried about it, and also,
Yep.
like I said, embracing the unique part of your soul, of who you are, and looking at everything from, I tell my clients all the time, if we're human in every occurrence in existence, and that's the only way we look at things, we're always going to be disappointed. If we look at everything from a spiritual way, and what the soul contract is, and there's more to all of that. Does this all resonate with you, Anthony?
Yeah, it's resonating. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I'd invite you, take a look at my website, mmastroVibes.com. I do more in-depth readings. I do business readings. I teach classes. I do all of that stuff. And thank you so much for getting a mini reading tonight. And I wish you a successful 2025. Yeah. So that, I mean, my gosh, doesn't 15 minutes go by like that? It's crazy, right? So next week, I'll be talking about the transits of next week, and I will be giving another mini reading. And I wish you all a great weekend and happy 2025, like I said.